Chapter 1. The Apache Dance. All the major modern movements, except for de style, Dada, constructivism, and surrealism, began before the First World War, and yet they all seem to come out of the 1920s. Why? Because it was in the 1920s that modern art achieved social chic in Paris, London, Berlin, and New York. Smart people talked about it, wrote about it, enthused over it, and borrowed from it. Borrowed from it, as I say. Modern art achieved the ultimate social acceptance. Interior decorators did knockoffs of it in Belgravia and the 16th arrondissement. Things like knockoff specialists, money, publicity, the smart set, and le chic shouldn't count in the history of art, as we all know. But, thanks to the artists themselves, they do. Art and fashion are a two-backed beast today. The artists can yell at fashion, but they can't move out ahead. That has come about as follows. By 1900, the artist's arena, the place where he seeks honor, glory, ease, success, had shifted twice. In 17th century Europe, the artist was literally, and also psychologically, the house guest of the nobility and the royal court, except in Holland. Fine art and court art were one and the same. In the 18th century, the scene shifted to the salon, in the homes of the wealthy bourgeoisie as well as those of aristocrats, where culture-minded members of the upper classes held regular meetings with selected artists and writers. The artist was still the gentleman, not yet the genius. After the French Revolution, artists began to leave the salon and join cenacles, which were fraternities of like-minded souls huddled at some place like the Café Gerbois rather than a townhouse, around some romantic figure, an artist rather than a socialite, someone like Victor Hugo, Charles Nodier, Théophile Gautier, or later Edouard Manet. What held the cenacles together was that merry battle spirit we have all come to know and love. Épater la bourgeoisie, shock the middle class. With Gautier's cenacle especially, with Gautier's own red vests, black scarves, crazy hats, outrageous pronouncements, huge thirsts, and ravenous groin, the modern picture of the artist began to form. The poor but free spirit, plebeian but aspiring only to be classless, to cut himself forever free from the bonds of the greedy and hypocritical bourgeoisie, to be whatever the fat burghers feared most, to cross the line wherever they drew it, to look at the world in a way they couldn't see, to be high, live low, stay young forever, in short, to be the bohemian. By 1900, and the era of Picasso, Braque and Company, the modern game of success in art was pretty well set. As a painter or sculptor, the artist would do work that baffled or subverted the cozy bourgeois vision of reality. As an individual, well, that was a bit more complex. As a bohemian, the artist had now left the salon of the upper classes, but he had not left their world. For getting away from the bourgeoisie, there's nothing like packing up your paints and easel and heading for Tahiti, or even Brittany, which was Gauguin's first stop. But who else even got as far as Brittany? Nobody. The rest got no farther than the heights of Montmartre and Montparnasse, which are what? Perhaps 2 miles from the Champs-Élysées. Likewise in the United States, believe me, you can get all the tubes of Winsor & Newton paint you want in Cincinnati, but the artists keep migrating to New York all the same. You can see them 6 days a week, hot off the Cary Airport bus, lined up in front of the real estate office on Broome Street, in their identical blue jeans, gum boots, and quilted long march jackets, looking, of course, for the inevitable loft. No, somehow the artist wanted to remain within walking distance. He took up quarters just around the corner from Le Monde, the social sphere described so well by Balzac, the milieu of those who find it important to be in fashion, the orbit of those aristocrats, wealthy bourgeois, publishers, writers, journalists, impresarios, performers, who wish to be where things happen, the glamorous but small world of that creation of the 19th century metropolis, tout le monde.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.